Ministry of Surprises by me, Sarah Jane. What do you consider to be a surprise? Something that someone does for you, something in nature, a chance happenstance, or all of these? When was the last time you were surprised? Well, for me, it was last week, and nature was the bringer. Or was she? I became aware of an unusual plant in our front garden. I hadn't planted it, and neither had my partner. Neither of us knew what it was. Then earlier this week, the full extent of the surprise was made clear to me. As I was posting to the Dragon Wisdom Twitter page, I saw a picture of the plant. A dragon flower, also known as dragon arum, dragon lily, or snake lily. Dracunculus vulgaris. This was the plant in our front garden. Bearing in mind my connection with the dragons, I love this gift from the Ministry of Surprises. The more we are open to them, the more of them we become aware of. When we moved into this house nearly 15 years ago, we did have a hedgehog in the garden, but haven't seen any for many years. Then last autumn, we saw another that hibernated in some straw we put out, and in the spring, we became aware of a pair. Such a lovely surprise. Our garden is deliberately set up to be wildlife friendly, with bird feeders, plants, bundles of sticks. The bees seem to love these to sleep in at night. 2 small ponds that the frogs and newts love, plus the rest of the wildlife that drinks from them. I wouldn't have said much could surprise us in the garden anymore, but the ministry obviously has other ideas and we love it. Do you sometimes surprise yourself? I know I do, especially in my work. Sometimes I find myself sharing something and wondering where it came from. The biggest surprise for me over recent years was realizing I speak what I call our soul language, what others call light language. I will share a little piece of this at the end of this message. A couple of weeks ago, my mum, sisters and myself had a family video call, and I mentioned it. My youngest sister already knew, but mum and middle sister were a little confused, so I was asked to share a little. Mum's reaction was lovely. She hadn't known what to expect, but she was surprised. It sounded like a language, and I was so fluent in it. Also, her gentleman friend, who was listening, commented that a member of his family also speaks it. My middle sister has since asked me to share some more with her, feeling the energy without knowing what was said. For me, the Ministry of Surprises is aligned to our soul and brings us surprises or gifts to help us feel supported, to guide us, to bring us joy, to move us forward, to let us know we are doing okay. Kim tiro moshta alantei kimi kyoto tieka. Ye lare este yomoku iti miaka. Erne ilinio shtai iki. Pinkara antei no chi itiki. Yin nore ai I campante ishti yomoko. Lere ti umchi a. Ereakate imtei toke chiti. Alamantai ikim chiete kopakaya. Merote icheeteko mintesh toiki te meko chete. Namaste.